Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite video. In tonight's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to win fights. Simple and plain. Build fights, shotgun fights, whatever it is in this gameplay. I'm going to be reacting to it. This is my own gameplay. We're getting a nice victory royale and talking to you guys about what I was thinking and why I did certain decisions. You know, certain situations you're not going to always be able to win the build fight, but you still can win the actual fights. That's what we're going to be talking about in tonight's video. If you guys could, I still have some extra codes I can give away for you guys to either get the battle pass for it for season 6 or just to buy some skins. If you guys want a chance to enter, I just announced some of the past winners I think a couple days ago in a video, but there's gonna be more coming up. All you have to do is be subscribed to the channel and then comment down below where you play Fortnite. And I would also appreciate if you guys could drop a like. It's not required, but that'd be amazing if we go for 805 likes. Now, before we get into this video, it's gonna be a pretty long one. I do have a sponsor for this video, and the only reason I'm able to get these sponsors is thanks to you guys for all the support. So I'll leave you guys with a sponsored message and then we'll get right into it. The sponsor for tonight's video is War and Peace, and what War and Peace is, it's a mobile game available via the link in my description. There's a custom link down there if you want to download it, and War and Peace now has Battle Royale, which is crazy. You basically enter a separate arena, you cannot lose troops or power, you loot resource tiles for power boosters, and of course, with Battle Royale, you try to be the last man standing by escaping the lava and either eliminating all opponents or ending up on that last lava tile and getting yourself the victory there. The gameplay is very fast and exciting for this type of game in a battle royale aspect. It's absolutely insane and something that I highly suggest that you guys check out. You start off with 6 starting equipped commander preset items. There's also teleports available and buffs and debuffs all over the map. So there's a multitude of different ways and strategies that go into it, and of course at the end of the day it does come down to strategy of who is going to take the victory in that battle royale. Also, a bonus that the first 10 people to download via the link in the description will receive an in-game bonus on free premium items available. Big thanks to the team over at War and Peace for sponsoring tonight's video. Check it out via the link down in the description, download it, and give it a try. Let's get into the video. Alright guys, let's get right into it. So here I'm playing with what I like to call the Warwick skin from League of Legends. But this is a dope skin, and you can see off the start here, I kind of get unlucky with no loot. So I've only fought one guy earlier, and basically, what I mean by no loot, I mean no shields. Usually off the spawn, you're looking for a shotgun, and you're looking for shields. So here I am organizing my inventory, and once I get up to like 150, I'm usually pretty confident to fight. This was actually a decently slow game, and the reason why I'm picking that stuff up is just so I can have the choice of which shotgun I want to use. You can see right here, I stopped building, which I make a mistake. I didn't think he was going to build up, but luckily I basically am able to block him off, and before he can escape there, I'm able to take him out with the trap play, which is very good. If you want to block people off like that to win build fights, always Builder Pro is definitely the way to go if you play on console, but pyramids, jump and pyramid right above them, and then if you can trap them in there and get those walls down, it can be not always the easiest to trap people, because if they're smart, they'll stand to the other side or they'll break out, but I'm able to kill that guy with the trap. Nice little trap play, which is something that I'm getting a little bit better at. I'm not the #1 trap player ever, but that's basically what I do. Right here, I'm realizing I have a decent amount of mats, and this guy, of course, wants to fight me. He's tossing nades, so my reason for pushing there is so that I don't get hit with the nades. Once again, he builds above me, just because I hesitate a little bit, which was a mistake. I try to block him off. I'm not able to. See, this is what I mean. You're not going to always have the advantage on your side. I do have a bunch of health, though, because of that slurp juice, and I'm going to take my time with this fight and sort of build up and get up behind him, and I'm able to take him out quite easily. So, the reason for having this blue tack, also, I think the blue tack is pretty nice, and I say that right before I find the purple heavy, which is obviously a lot nicer, and I go into the SMG. So even though it's season 6, the meta is still pretty traditional. AR, I don't really like the burst. It's early game. Here I see some people fighting. I want to third party this fight and get these kills. You want to rack up as many kills as you can in Tilted, especially when I'm this healthy and I see them fighting. I toss nades. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get a kill, but I realize the guy went in there. I run in there and I'm able to hit him. Unfortunately, it was only a body shot. Luckily, it killed him, but he hit me hard. He hit me for 170 with that blue pump. So good. That was obviously a good player. He had a clean headshot at the full pellets. I think I did the right thing there by pushing him. I could have gone around the other side maybe and pushed it differently, which is something that a lot of players like to hide in buildings, I've been noticing, and usually the best way to do it is just to smack down the walls and replace them, which I could have done on that guy, but the reason for me rushing so you know, dumb, I guess you could say, in there, or so fast-paced in there, is because after 2 people fight, most likely they're going to be weak, right? So you want to push them as quick as possible. Minis take literally, what, 1 or 2 seconds to pop. Bandages take, it doesn't take too long to heal back up in this game. So you want to push them as quick as possible before they're able to heal back up, reload their guns, and get back set up. So I made that decision. It could almost cost me there, but of course, he did the maximum damage with the pump, and I was able to get out of there unscathed. So basically right here, what I'm doing, now I'm in trouble, right? I won that gunfight clean. I'm low on health, and I've won every fight so far, but I am low on health. I'm 125, which you might say that's a lot. It's pretty low, man. 150 to 200 is usually what you want to have. If you're anything lower than that, it is a bit of a struggle time. So basically, I'm just making sure I'm clearing out every single loot area here, making sure I can get every single chest, and that's basically what I'm doing. I believe I hear a player here, and so I approach it. I hit him for 111 in the head, and you can see I blocked that off instantly, which is good because if you try to place a wall there, it's not going to work. Ramps are great for those little situations where you're trying to block people off. He tries to make a run for it, or she. I hit him for 24 again. And then it's basically the chase down from here on out. Missed that shotgun shot there, but I'm able to spray down with the SMG. And usually when you know that they're weak, which is super important to pay attention to, how you know they're weak is when you're hitting them for white damage, right? Or you've already hit them a lot. I hit him for 111, then 20. I know he's going to be weak. Obviously, he had like 20 health less, so if I do my math right, and you don't have to be doing this all in-game, but basically just paying attention to their health. So I hit this guy 68, then I spray him down a couple times. You can see there, once you have them weak, SMG is usually good to spray down, and if they're looking at you, sometimes it's a close one-on-one, you really do have to aim for the head with that SMG. Now, SMGs are really great in fast fire rate, high damage up close, and even the hip fire is pretty good. So 6 kills out of Tilted, that's basically what we do. I run out of Tilted, and, well, no, I'm still in Tilted actually right here. I cut the gameplay a little bit because I didn't want to, you guys probably don't want to see the slow parts of the gameplay, but right here I was in a fight with a guy, and I'm able to actually make it out of the zone, and this is where I have a zone advantage on him, so I build up, and I sort of make sure to cover my back, even though they could snipe me from a higher angle, and I'm waiting for this guy to come out of the zone. So because of course I know this is like a free kill, he's probably already weak, plus I would like his loot. Boom, he's 60 health, I'm able to take him out just like that, and then I have all this loot to myself, which is nice. Now the thing right there is, sometimes if you know they're weak, you kind of want to wait till they come out of the storm to get their loot. I mean, that's more of an intense thing. Most of the time, just shoot them when you have the shot. And then that's, of course, when I rotate out of Tilted, and I get some nice damage onto this guy. That's what I call pre-damage. You guys probably know about that if you know my videos. And nothing's better than the Silent Scar for that. I hear this guy has a grapple gun, so I'm going to keep that in mind. And he is just grappling away. This guy makes the right play here, and he runs away with that grapple gun. And the grapple gun's kind of OP, bro. Let's be honest. Like, there's nothing I can do. All I can do here is chase this fight. But at the same time, I'm still only 125, you know? I don't have the max health. I think I see someone in there, so I'm going to knock down that wall. There's also a player here, and this is where... This will happen 1 to 2 times a game, sometimes 3 times, where it's basically an all-out brawl, and everyone is fighting all over the place. So I'm able to hit that guy off with that shotgun. I try to block this guy off. Once again, it doesn't work. Like I said, just because it worked in the first part of the gameplay doesn't mean it's going to work every single time. But I have a different plan, which is I saw this guy's loot. I keep track of where the loot is, keep track of where the enemies are, and that's a great thing to do. With streamer mode, too, I'm able to keep track of which skins are which and which skins are killing each other. I'm able to get in here to basically heal up, loot up, and now I'm like, okay, I'm sort of ready for these build fights. The zone is moving in, too. So what I try to do is I try to get up ahead of the zone, and my reasoning for doing that is jump padding. Now, one thing with jump pads, and usually when it gets too hot like that, you do want to get out of the zone. One thing with jump pads is I like to place walls around them before I pop them, as I hit that guy for 6. That was a terrible shot on my part. I should use the AR. But I usually like to do that, because then they won't be shot down and they won't be discovered as easily. This guy pushed me. I hit him for 66, which isn't always the best. Block him off from shooting me in the head there with a pyramid, or a roof will work. Of course, you can double those up. And then once again, the SMG for the elim. You see the SMGs are working towards elims very, very much. Now, my reasoning right here, why don't I pop the Chug Jug? Why do I pop the 50? Because I don't have enough time to do it, because I know there's still people coming in from the storm. Normally there, you'd want to pop the Chug and hold the 50, but I knew there were still some people coming in from the storm. I had this guy's Porta-Fortress, whatever it is, basically for free, and this is where you use the Silent Scar, which is the most accurate gun in the game. And I don't know if it's the most accurate gun, but it's definitely the most accurate AR. The bloom on this thing, I mean, it's still there if you spray, but if you tap fire and wait for it to reset, this thing is a monster. And right here we have a build fight, folks. I'm able to keep track of this guy, and then once again hit him with the SMG, but it doesn't do enough to finish him off. He's going to try to campfire here and try to heal up, which is kind of lucky for me, because, you know, I get unlucky in this game, but I also get lucky. I can use that campfire, and I'm able to actually use this campfire. I mean, there was still a Chug there, there was still a medkit there, so I didn't really need it, and at this point, I'm just going to chill out. So I know there's more people around this area, 11 kills, and this is usually at the point where I try to change from going full-on aggression to the more late game I make it, the less aggressive I want to be. As I say that, I'm rushing a guy with an RPG, but the reason for me doing that is because, look at the zone. I have to do that. Well, I don't have to, but I think it's the smartest play to do, to try to get that high ground, so that's what I do. I realize he has an RPG, and if people are spamming RPGs, I'm never going to be able to get high ground on him, because he's just going to knock me down, especially when he already has that rock sort of mountain, and then a build on top of it. So I build up over here, and he's still trying to hit me with RPGs, and basically the good thing now is people can't have 50 RPGs, right? You can max have 12 and then 1 in the gun, so 13, and then for explodes you can max have 18. So I know every time he's using these, he's sort of wasting them. Now, normally I wouldn't be concerned. The reason why I was kind of concerned here is because I had so many mats. And this is what I mean with RPGs. If you're a good player, you can usually block off RPGs as long as you know what's around you and beside you, and they usually won't do too much damage. So he used a lot of RPGs. I try to get some damage in while he's RPGing again. Block it off, block it off, block it off. The reason I'm wasting, well, you could say wasting, but I'm not. I'm using mats to block it off, is because if it hits that thing behind me, it's going to kill me or at least do huge damage, and then, of course, huge damage, he'll just push. So top 4, the zone is on me. I know one's to my left, I know one's to my right, and honestly, how you should play at this point is just very safe, and that's what I do. I see that guy was on white health, so I block off my left, and I want to finish this guy off, of course, right? I love the free kill, plus then I don't have to worry about him later. I see there's another party there, and now I've located every player in the game. So this is a key in the top 5. You want to locate every player. So there's 4, right? I'm 1. 2 over there. One guy's hiding below his build. The other one's up there. I think now he's building up. And the other guy behind me. So this is really awesome. Thing with Season 6 also I need to talk about. And that's why I think tips and tricks videos are important, because it's always changing, you know. The tips I would be giving right now are different from tips I would have been given a few months ago, because it's always changing. Now here I'm just using mats. I'm boxing myself in. I'm making sure I'm blocking this every time. Just hoping that he's going to run out very soon, because he's used about 6 or 7 on me. And once again, I'm doing these quick calculations in game. Like, I'm doing these in game, and then I have to move very quick, which is the new storm. You have to move so damn quick with these new storms in Season 6. So I decided to make the rotation, and I'm very scared because I only have 90 mats. Usually I'd be mad in here and blocking everything off. One guy's trying to campfire. He eventually bounce pads up, which is a thing that you can shoot people out of the air, dude. If you have a scar, it's really not too hard. This guy's on white health, so obviously I want to challenge this fight and get this dealt with, so then I can deal with the one. I could possibly heal up and deal with the 1v1. I straight up push him, and I'm able to win this one. And then right here, I'm thinking, okay, I would love to be able to have time to pop this Chug Jug before this last fight. But unfortunately, the game doesn't always work like that, and you can see right here, this guy is right on me. Right here is a pretty simple fight. This is a sort of player that he doesn't really build. He doesn't really build the build fight. He does knock me down there, and the storm ticks me a couple of times, and here I'm kind of in trouble. But luckily, I'm able to find the angle and finish it off. Right there, I was going to be in trouble. I would have had to move in and just use what builds I had left, but luckily, he was weak as well from those early shots, and I was able to finish that off. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy this video. Like I said, I know you guys like these tip videos. I know sometimes I can say the same things over and over, but if I'm saying the same thing over and over, it's because it's true. It's because it's a good tip. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy that one. Thank you once again, War and Peace, for sponsoring. Check it out with the link in the description, and thank you guys for all the support. I'm out. Peace.